Hidden deep within a remote canyon in northern New Mexico lies a mystery long forgotten by time. It is a discovery so profound that it challenges the very foundations of history, science, and our understanding of what it means to be human. In the summer of 1972, a small group of hikers made an astonishing discovery. An anomalous piece of technology resting among ordinary native artifacts, covered in strange hieroglyphs and alien-like pictographs etched into the canyon walls. News of the find reached the University of New Mexico, and a team of archaeologists was dispatched to investigate. They scoured the site for any trace of prehistoric habitation, but found no evidence that any known culture had ever occupied the canyon, let alone one capable of creating advanced instruments. The discovery of the artifacts and the project itself was swiftly absorbed into the hands of the National Security Agency, assigned the classified code name Ancient ACIO. Early analysis suggested these artifacts could point to something extraordinary, a prehistorical, extraterrestrial presence on Earth. Decades later, in 1994, a series of rock slides within the canyon exposed a new section of the Ancient ACIO site. What was uncovered was extraordinary. A concealed entrance hidden deep within the canyon walls. A narrow cavern led into the very heart of the canyon's rock formation, where a labyrinth of carved tunnels and chambers was revealed. In total, there were 23 chambers, each connected by an interior corridor. Inside every chamber, the discoveries were astonishing. Wall paintings, intricate pictographs, mysterious hieroglyphs, and most extraordinary of all, what appeared to be dormant alien technologies. The project was then handed over to the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization, or ACIO, a secretive branch of the NSA tasked with studying alien technologies. The group operated in absolute secrecy, amassing wealth and power beyond the oversight of global intelligence agencies like the CIA and the former KGB. Within the ACIO, security is structured into 14 distinct levels of clearance. Level 12 personnel, numbering roughly 120 individuals. It is headquartered in Virginia, but also have personnel in Belgium, India, and Indonesia. Above them, only 7 individuals hold the highly restricted Level 14 clearance. All 7 directors report to a single figure, the executive director, known only by the designation 15. This code name represents a unique classification reserved for the highest rank within the ACIO. According to insiders, 15 is regarded as the most powerful human being on the planet. This claim resonates with the testimony of former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci. After gaining presidential clearance, the very first files he requested concerned UFOs. But the answer stunned him. It's above the president's security clearance. He was told the information was ATS, above top secret, inaccessible even to the highest elected office in the land.
When I was in the White House and I had the presidential security clearance, the first thing I asked for was the information on the UFO. And the intelligence people told me that I didn't get any of that information. And they said that it was ATS, that information. I said, well, what is ATS? Above top secret. I said, well, I have a presidential security clearance. I can't get the access to the information. It's above the president's security clearance.
In the 23rd and final chamber, the team uncovered an optical disc, an artifact unlike anything they had ever encountered. It was presumed to contain digital information, a potential key to deciphering the mysterious symbols and technologies found throughout the site. Scientists eagerly analyzed it, but no matter how they tried, they could not unlock its contents. What they did not yet realize was that this disc and the artifacts surrounding it were part of a precise mission, a mission left behind as a vast time capsule, intentionally designed to be discovered in the late 20th century. The artifacts at the Ancient ACIO site left researchers baffled. They seemed to defy every framework of human understanding. But then, In the summer of 1996, a breakthrough emerged. One of the scientists, a linguistics expert, noticed a startling connection. By reducing the strange symbols painted across the chamber walls to their closest equivalents in ancient Sumerian script, he found a pattern. Although the Sumerian language was long extinct, it was just comprehensible enough to allow him to decode the paintings. Using 23 specific words, arranged in the same order as the chambers themselves, the scientist finally unlocked the optical disc. What followed was astonishing. With a simple sequence of 23 words, the disc yielded more than 8,000 pages of data. The creators of this time capsule identified themselves as the WingMakers. They claimed to be a future version of humanity, living some 750 years ahead, who had deliberately placed 7 such time capsules around the world. Their mission was clear: to guide future generations toward a global culture uniting philosophy, science, and art into a single system. But in early 1997, the project took a darker turn. The ACIO scientist who had discovered the access code began to sympathize with the WingMakers' mission. He believed the knowledge was too important to remain hidden, too significant to be locked away from humanity. He even claimed he was in communication with the WingMakers themselves and that they were monitoring the ACIO's progress, waiting for the right time to make their presence known. The scientist's assertions deeply troubled the ACIO. Their director removed him from the project and placed him on forced leave. Fearing that his memories would be tampered with or erased entirely, the scientist defected, becoming the first individual ever to abandon the ACIO. Soon after, he disappeared without a trace. Yet before vanishing, he entrusted a collection of his notes and materials to a journalist chosen entirely at random. The scientist had also revealed something even more disturbing. He spoke of an alien race, the Corteum, who had infiltrated the ACIO as far back as 1958. According to him, they continued to work alongside the agency, providing advanced technologies far beyond anything humanity could create. In return, the Corteum were granted safe haven within the ACIO's intelligence structure. At the heart of this hidden alliance was a secret faction known as the Labyrinth Group. Comprised of men and women enhanced by Corteum intelligence accelerator technologies, this group operated in the shadows, wielding knowledge and power that eclipsed even the most advanced scientific institutions on Earth. Together, they formed a breakaway organization within the ACIO, an organization that answered to no one. According to the research surrounding the ancient Arrow time capsule, the WingMakers appear to represent a future version of humanity, one that possesses a deep understanding of the universal systems that govern existence itself, the very laws of time and space. With this knowledge, they claim to have traveled back through time, interacting with humanity at pivotal moments along its evolutionary path. But these interactions were not with entire civilizations. Instead, they were subtle, directed at select individuals. Contact was often made in dream states, when the human mind is most open to inspiration. Upon waking, these individuals would carry with them fragments of knowledge, ideas that emerged as sudden breakthroughs, inventions, and discoveries. The records of the ancient Arrow site make an extraordinary claim. It was the WingMakers who originally seeded life on Earth. They guided evolutionary leaps and biological transformations, shaping the course of life as we know it. According to their account, both they and humanity itself originated from the Pleiades star system. Arriving in human form, they carried a vast library of genetic codes, experimenting with these templates to create the human species and countless other life forms that inhabit the Earth. Among their more startling assertions is that they were the ones who seeded the very concept of the Internet. To them, it was not a mere technological convenience, but the foundation for a global culture, an interconnected platform through which their time capsules would one day reach humanity at large. They predicted with unsettling precision that by the year 2023, the internet would become the central nervous system of human civilization. Through it, their final time capsule would emerge, serving as a gateway to what they describe as a connected, intergalactic digital network. They call this new state of being the sovereign integral, a planetary culture harmonized with countless others across the galaxy. The WingMakers philosophy extends beyond science and history, touching on the very purpose of existence. They claim that the universe itself exists to expand and diversify life, allowing what they call the prime creator to experience its fullest expression. Humanity, in this sense, is but one of countless intelligent species, a single atom within the body of a vast collective consciousness they describe as God. But humanity, they say, remains blind. Our consciousness is limited by an over-reliance on the five senses, unable to perceive the greater universe of wholeness. Their time capsules, filled with technology, philosophy, and art, were designed to help humanity transcend this limitation. Within them lies an entire symbolic language meant to awaken dormant abilities and expand human perception. According to the WingMakers, humanity was conceived with 7 senses. 5 are well known. The 6th, intuition, is only now beginning to be understood. But there is a 7th sense, the most powerful of all. It is the sense directly tied to time itself, and through it, humanity may one day unlock the ability to travel through both time and space. The WingMakers call us to awaken, to question, to seek the truth. Will you answer their call? The truth is out there, waiting.